The stamp of who you are is embedded in everything you do. So why not do it with pizzazz? Have a standard, have a brand, have a mission statement for yourself. Something you can always reach to when you feel off or you don't feel your best. Even then, on your off days, you can still be within this brand, this standard of yourself, if you will. If people remember how you make them feel, then be creative with that. Look at everything you do as being $1 million art piece in the grandest of showrooms in the most historical of cities. People travel the world to engage with your art, to be taken by your style, to be moved by your heart. Your art is in everything you do. Allow people into you. Don't stay so guarded that no one gets a chance to experience you. Bless people with who you are. Be an example of a grateful life. So be grateful for your life. Be kind, be supportive, listen, and pour into folks your way, your artful way. Ultimately, shine your light and blind folks if you must, baby. I know in episode 9, Mask, you can run that back if you like. I explained how I revert to this mask of entertainer when situations or places get too tough to pilot. However, I have realized in such a short amount of time that that mask is just as a part of me as everything else. Therefore, if I can put on that brave face by putting on the mask that was created through lived experiences but has since gone through a redesign, then that is art. Consequently, if I must put on this mask and become who I know I can be, but in that moment can't find the strength, but this makes it easier, then so be it. That is still very much me, and I'm still living in my truth because that person is a person foreshadowing who I will become when I don't need to revert to that mask anymore. Art, period. People will then encounter the person I aim to be rather than the person pushing through in that moment. That is not a lie of any sort. That is training. Art, period. I had a friend tell me that her special brand is to remember the smallest of details about people. Those details that no one really takes notice of, and she'll make that known when the time is right. She gets joy out of that. She loves how people light up by such a small gesture. By this, people always remember her because of the joy they feel when that smallest detail of themselves is remembered and filed. I must say, it's amazing to watch and witness her reputation as people highlight her all the time because of that. And it's such a beautiful brand, but it is her art. Art, period, baby. It's all around us, it's in everything we do. Okay? As I learn and grow, this thing called identity can change with every new teaching. I'm not who I was last podcast, nor the last few moments ago. This is one of the most beautiful aspects of creation. There's always a new revelation, a new sprouting that changes the design and functionality of this tree, of this me, of this art piece. This art piece that was created by celestial hands. Moreover, I aim to be a reflection of that supreme art piece. I want to walk into rooms and wherever my feet have touched, flowers blossom. I want to enter places and change the atmosphere. I desire to hug people and give them peace. I want to look into someone's eyes and remind them of all the power they have. This may sound crazy to some, but this is my intention, my goal, my art, my purpose. The way I'm choosing to make people feel when they encounter me. Therefore, I stamp myself with all the beauty of the colors that make me this once in a lifetime art piece. I encourage you today to exude your art in everything you do. Make it blissful, give it wow, and pizzazz. And baby, make it unforgettable. Okay? All right. That's all I got. That's all I got for today. That's all I got. It's another short one. Make sure you check out the journal prompt in the show notes and do me a favor and give this podcast a 5-star review, baby. So the podcast gods can then do their thing in elevating the space. Okay? Okay. But I thank you so much as always for listening. And remember, follow your art. Over and out. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into Cosmic Radio. Your presence here means the universe to us. If you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you did, please leave us a 5-star review. And if you feel inspired, share this episode with a fellow creative. Let's build this cosmic community one episode at a time. And now, I close with this. It only takes one decision to raise your frequency. Ask yourself, who do I choose to be? Oh, and one last thing. Follow your art. Yours in shadows and in starlight. LH.
Transmission complete. Signal disengaged.